pediatric cancer is rare, so a lot of times it can be um, something common going on. It can be that cold that everybody else has. It can be that injury that you think is describing things. But um, asking that of the pediatrician, are there other things you're worried about right now?
September marks Pediatric Cancer Month, raising awareness of childhood cancer and supporting families who've experienced it. According to the National Cancer Institute, it's one of the leading causes of death among children and adolescents across the country. Thousands of kids younger than 1 and up to the age of 19 are diagnosed with cancer every year. That can put their life and goals on pause.
Yeah, but a program in partnership with Helen DeVos is hoping to bridge the gap between their cancer diagnosis and their dreams.
Ran a track meet on a Saturday, and that Monday I stayed home sick from school. And as that week went on, from a matter of like Monday to Wednesday, I wasn't able to even stand up because I get so lightheaded, short of breath.
Jacob Ratlinsky was competing in a track meet at West Catholic High School when something felt off.
I really felt fine, and then all of a sudden just hit a brick wall.
He was admitted to Helen DeVos Children's Hospital in Grand Rapids. There, they discovered a tumor in his chest. He was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. The athlete, who was used to running track, playing basketball and football, had to take a step back.
It's tough to sit out, but it was good to still be there and be part of the team and know that everyone cared.
He went through 6 cycles of chemotherapy.
Lost my hair. Initially I lost all the weight, but then I put a lot of weight back on, so fluctuating body weight. I was really tired all the time.
During that difficult journey, his passion for wakeboarding helped him push through. With the help of a young adult cancer mentor program called Connecting Champions.
When I was a kid, I remember all the times that I was asked that question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it wasn't what do you want to be if you grow up? It was what do you want to be when you grow up?
It's a question that holds a lot of weight for any kid, especially when you've been diagnosed with cancer.
And the power of asking that question to a young person who is going through cancer treatment or has been through cancer treatment has the ability to completely transform their future, as we're able to help them take that first step into their future by pairing them with a mentor in that field.
Sydney Kushner founded the program in Pittsburgh in 2011 after a high school friend was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer.
I remember at that time when she was in and out of the hospital and we didn't see her in choir practice or in school, one of the questions that kept ringing through my mind was, what can I do to be a helpful friend right now?
Since then, he's paired kids with mentors in more than 100 different professions, showing them the importance of being able to dream beyond their diagnosis.
They brought a boat out, and I got to wake surf with Stacia, the pro, and she showed me some tricks, and I got to just spend the day with her and with Rachel out on the boat. So that was a dream come true.
Jacob won his battle with cancer and now attends Holy Cross College in South Bend, Indiana. He's undecided on a career right now, but is leaning towards business and boats.
I just really love boats, so if someday I could have a job that's around boats, that would mean a lot to me.
Well, if you're interested in becoming a mentor for Connecting Champions, you can find more information on our website at fox17online.com.